They all look the same. Oh, I feel the heat from the car.
Oh my word, it's warm in here.
I know.
That's lovely.
Oh, no. It's not nice at all.
It's really blue skies and sunshine. It's like summertime, isn't it? So what's the plan for today?
I'm wanting to do dual carriageways.
Okay, do that.
What I have to do to go on it, so look at my blind spot
Okay.
coming on and that. What am I doing? Right. God, it's really far back.
It's difficult when you're on a hill like this, isn't it? Try and get the
Yeah.
seat forward. Because it's on a hill like that, of course, we've left it in gear. And do you know why we do that?
Yeah, so if that breaks, it's that.
There you go, you can hear all the time.
And I remember you telling me. And then to turn your wheel onto the curb, so.
That's it, cool. So, in terms of joining the dual carriageway, it is warm, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's lovely. I mean, it's only 12 degrees outside, but of course the glass makes it like a greenhouse. So in terms of joining the dual carriageway, talk me through your thoughts on that.
Like how I think to go on it. I've been on it before.
You have.
It's just, I know these ones, they've not got a lot, like a long stretch.
Yeah.
So I'd need to speed up quick.
Yeah, you've got less time to sort of find the gap and get in it, and less time to do everything really, with the slip roads being shorter. So it's a case of doing as much of the observation as you can on the way in. The one at Darrington's great because you can see it on the way in. These other ones down here, they're a bit longer, so you've got a bit of time. And in terms of blind spot, it's about making sure there's nobody in the space you're going to go into.
Yeah.
So it's just well, you know where it is, just behind you to the right.
So it's no good just looking there, like they'd still mark me as a series because I hadn't checked.
Yeah. You need to be sure that there's nobody in the space you're just about to occupy. It's the bit the bit you're checking is the bit that's just out of the mirror. We'll have a look at that as we go on. That'll make yourself comfy.
Who's been in it last?
Darren. Well, you know how tall he is.
Yeah. I'll keep that there, you know. I'll be blind in the sun later. Oh, it's really weird.
He's probably dropped the seat down and all. But
He's
it's a little
stuck
bit
it up.
different.
I'm really. It right highest. I don't know what he's doing. I like to be very close though, don't I? I don't know what he's done. It's okay.
There's so many things to adjust on this. Height, back and forward, rake, the steering wheel goes up and down and in and out. That's the nice thing when you get your own car and there's only you drives it, you leave it set the way you like it.
I know my dad doesn't it, like, when I was younger he used to mess around with his mirrors.
Oh, it drives you nuts, doesn't it?
And he's like, who's just changed my mirror? That's funny. Okay, I'm ready. Should I take it out of gear first?
Yeah.
And then start it? Start it without my clutch on?
Yeah, you're okay as long as it's in neutral, you're fine, aren't you?
Yeah.
When you're ready, we'll head out on to the left like he's done. We've got to go through the town anyway to get to the dual carriageway, so we might as well do a bit of practice.
Which one are we going on?
Well, we can do them all, probably.
Oops.
Excellent start. So left out of the car park. I'll turn this heat off.
Oops.
So just hang on for him. What the speeding's doing here?
Yeah, that was a good catch, wasn't it?
I'll give you back when you're ready. What do you think happened there?
It was too quick. I thought I had enough time.
He sped up,
He's going fine.
but he's okay. This guy actually deliberately sped up to try and stop you getting out. Oh, okay. Well done.
I didn't even let him out.
No. So yeah, you've got that to contend with. So when you were first looking at that, there was plenty of room, but he deliberately broke the speed limit to get on top of you.
Where are we going?
Straight ahead, get the traffic lights.
That's bad, that. Like, what if I just passed my test and I didn't know any different?
Well, it's one of those things that you learn about other people's bad behaviour, really, I suppose. So in situations like that,
He'd have caused a crash if I didn't go down there.
yeah, it's. So we'll go right at these lights, left at the next ones. So if he just kept at the speed he was at, everything would have been alright. And left at the lights.
Oh, left. It's okay.
That's fine.
They've stopped, haven't they? Who else is there to go?
If you have a little look around, see what you can work out.
It'd be them, won't it?
Possibly. Sometimes the lights come for the bus station. The pedestrians have pressed the button there, so that'll hold things up a little bit. So you can generally work it out. So yeah, when you get situations like that where there's somebody coming towards you, I suppose the only safe way to do it is to assume that everybody's a nutter and they're going to do that kind of stuff. Take a little bit extra observation just to be absolutely certain. Because people will do that. It won't be as bad once you pass your test because you won't have the L plates on. Because that can be a little bit like a red rag or a bull. The important thing is to just sort of get the other side of it and think, alright, well if I was doing that again, what would I do different? And to not let it rattle you. Because if you allow it to get under your skin and get like annoyed about it, it affects the way you drive. So like they shouldn't have done that, but they did. Correct. Is the red car behind them coming, do you think?
Yeah.
He's thought about it, didn't he? Yeah, you can see by him having the tug in, he was going to have a go there. Now that's the L plates.
It's not fair, is it?
No. They forget how it was to learn to drive, bless them. But yeah, you'll get carved up once you're out on the road on your own, and people will do things, and you look at it and think, what on earth did they do that for?
But once you've passed, you do learn again, though, don't you?
Well, I think you gain experience. I think if you're taught the traditional way, where you're told a whole lot of things to do and you've got to remember them, you do learn a different way of doing it. But the way you've come through, you've taught yourself to do all of this. Yeah.
So it is
you'll not
like
learn again, you'll learn maybe different ways of applying stuff left at the end of the road. But it's then just a case of, well, gaining experience rather than learning new stuff.
Should I wait till last minute to put my clutch down as well?
Well, what you did there was fine.
Yeah. See, that I know that van's going quick, but I've got enough time still.
But this time you took extra looks.
Yeah.
So the first episode we had teaches you to do that one slightly differently. And that's what it's about when you get out in the real world. It's about gaining that experience and thinking, alright, in light of that, we're a learner driver. Clearly we've got L plates on, yet they're happy to trust the life of their toddler by stepping out in front. People are mental.
It is pretty bad.
So these situations you quite often find people will take the chance and pull out from behind the
They're
bit.
stopping. They'll be going round then, I don't know what to do.
So tell me about what you did do.
They've obviously, it's alright, they're waiting. See, I know some people just go round them with them.
So what did you do on the road in that?
I stopped and looked at the side of it.
Have you kept yourself safe?
Yeah, I could have stopped if I saw them coming.
But you were also ready for them to do it just in case they did?
Yeah.
Nice driving. Stations just went straight up, there's no wind at all. How lovely.
It is nice today. It's hike weather.
It is. I might just be out on mine today. signs towards Ferry Bridge.
That way?
Have a look at the sign on the right there, I'll show you which way you're going.
On the road?
Yeah, they're on Ferry, you see the sign on the right there.
Is it down there?
Next one.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, if you look at the sign.
So this one?
Yeah.
And I don't need to signal. There's no one about at all. See, I know. Go to third to get more power then.
Cool.
Instead of going on in fourth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine. There's the car here then.
Good.
There you go. So we'll join the dual carriageway.
So when I'm going on, just go onto this straight away. And
Well,
then,
I would use this lane if you've got the opportunity, because it gives you a bit more time if you need it. And then once you're sure and safe, on you go.
I looked at my blind spot,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't have got marked down there.
It's all about making sure it's safe to do what you're doing.
That was fine, was it not?
So I mean, basically that's what you're being assessed on, is he's wanting to see that you're making sure it's safe to do whatever it is you're going to do.
It's too loud, sorry.
Getting a bit noisy, I'll put some cold air on this way. So like this sort of situation, they want to see how you're going to manage it.
See, I'd need to move, but
Well,
they are already,
That's
so
it.
do you know what I mean?
so you've taken the safest option. You've decided to stay here because they're travelling fast and just ease back. But he
Why
wants
is it
to.
reduced speed? What's happening?
What do you reckon?
I don't know. Roundabout.
Sign about it. That's it, there you go.
And now it's moving in.
So again, the danger here is people this side, so the examiner's
come
looking
in,
to see,
yeah.
are you aware of what's out there? So the mirror check shows.
Can I still do blind spots?
And be very careful about looking backwards when you're going forwards.
Right,
But
okay.
it's okay to
That's
check.
only to go in.
Just behind you to the right is okay, but only just behind you. So if we go all the way around the roundabout, back up this road,
So they shouldn't go.
they shouldn't.
Oh, I should have gone to second.
Okay. Still time.
No, I'm turning.
Okay.
It's okay. I'll go to third though. Maybe I'm going to stuff. It's okay. I know what I'm doing. I just didn't do it, did I?
That's okay. The important thing is the steering. Once you've got the steering on, you could notch it down then, or wait till you come round like you did.
I would have done it just before. I didn't. I forgot. I knew I have to. It's okay.
Tell me about this fella behind. What do you think he's about to do?
Overtake me when these are.
Driving in quite an aggressive manner, isn't he? So it tells you a little bit about what he might or might not do.
That's because I slowed down like then to catch up. Yeah.
That's it. Again, the danger is here, so he's looking to see that you check.
And he's gone onto the slip road to overtake me.
Wow. But you were aware of it?
Yeah.
Incredible. I wonder if he realises he's on camera.
Your insurance can go down, can't it? When,
Like black boxes and stuff. Dash, yeah, absolutely.
when you have cameras in.
Well done.
Yeah, that was scary, that. That was really close. Wasn't that
Yep.
really close? Or is that just me?
No, he's come hurtling around there, not really thinking about what it is that he's doing. This piece of road's closed, isn't it? So what we'll do is we'll go to the roundabout, the end, and go all the way around and back up this road.
What are they looking for on this then? Just making sure I'm checking behind you and sides?
Yeah, they want to see that you're aware of everything around you. So we'll
All
go
the way
all
round?
and back
So
up
this
road, yeah.
lane?
That's it.
Yeah.
then of course you get the guide on the sign. Wow.
He drives like my dad does, so it's fine.
And has it saved him much time? Not really. So this is what's called a spiral roundabout. And what you find is the lane that you're taking maybe changes as you go around. For us it's this right hand lane most of the way. But you'll see that if you were going off, say, to Doncaster, once we got round here, you would then change lanes. We're sticking with the right, so they're looking to see in these circumstances that you can actually make sure it's safe before you change lanes.
So stay in
this one, yep, all the way around. We want the 5th exit. This one's the 2nd.
Is that class as third?
Yeah, the 3rd one's just here.
That's the 3rd one. Wow, how big's this?
It's huge.
This
one's the 4th, so once we're past the 4th one, you'll see the lane markings. We want to just filter across to the left-hand lane.
This side.
That's it. So that's what he wants, the mirror check before you go over. And we're following here 162 north.
Up there.
That's the one. And now what we'll do is we'll join the dual carriageway. So it's a different approach this time.
Which line would it be in?
Well, work it out as you get a little further along.
So when apparently you have to look inside you like that when you come on. Am I going in?
Yep. As long as you're sure it's safe.
Yeah.
Just have to be careful that we're not looking backwards.
Too far.
It's just behind.
That second back mirror. Window.
Yeah. Because the tendency is, of course, as you turn around, the tendency is to stay that way. Plus, they can't use that down one now, can they? Because they can't get back off.
Oh.
Well, the road's closed. So we can't actually get to it.
Get to where?
You know, the short one at Darrington.
Can you not?
Well, you can, but you'd have to go on the motorway. So they'll be using these ones. Yeah. So we'll take the next exit from this road.
This one.
That's the one.
Do I need to signal? Or just go into the lane?
I would let the people behind know where you're up to. Always use the signal if it's going to be helpful on warning another road user. And then once we're on the new road, we'll take the first exit off to the left. Yeah, it's marked upon you for it. And then find a convenient place to pull over on the left. I'll let you choose. We'll have a little review.
I don't know. There's no one about it.
Probably the most convenient spot on that road, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're missing all the driveways and all the other bits and pieces. Okay, so tell me about the dual carriageways. How was that?
Good. There's just loads of idiots in there.
Tell me about how you dealt with them.
Good, but I feel like I just lost control, so would I get something on that as well?
What they're looking for is that, you know, if you get a rattle like that, you know, with that guy who comes shooting in on the left, you had a little wobble, but you didn't deviate into the other lane or cause anybody any issues. So the most important thing is that you maintain control. For the most part, when we had the loonies around, I mean, that guy overtook you on the left. He did it because he didn't feel we were travelling quick enough for him. We're on a restricted area where there's roadworks and the lanes are narrowed. Again, he allowed... You know what we were talking about before about allowing yourself to get annoyed, because we went right the way around that roundabout. He was a bit knocked that he ended up behind us, so he then starts driving aggressively. He then allows that to let him overtake on the left on a slip rod, which is... I mean, I don't know if he obviously doesn't realise he's on camera, because he's committed all manner of offences there. And then the guy in the blue car just come on hurtling around the corner, not paying attention to what he's doing.
It looked really close, like it might have been me not judging right, but it did feel too close.
How did he then react?
He slowed down.
But he started to be sensible, didn't he? But then decided, bugger it, I'm going to go for it. So the key to good driving is being aware of these people, because there's no you're going to be able to do that's going to change the way they behave. All you can do is keep yourself out of trouble, keep yourself out of the way. And it's the easiest thing in the world, and I've done it myself. You just think, right, I'll get involved here, I'll teach you a lesson. You think, right, I'll please speed up, I'll stop you doing that. And you're just increasing your chances of being in an accident. You just think, must be a good driver on a bad day. And just think, well, you're out of my way now. The important thing is that you don't let it rattle you, and that's the thing about the test, you know, it's not, I know I keep banging on about it, but it's not what people think it is. I'll give you for example. You know the road between Darrington and Pontefract?
Which one's to it there?
Oh
or
yeah,
the
one to Carlton.
Yeah.
If you were on that road, it's a 40 mile an hour road, you're driving along and you hit the curb. What do you think you get on your form as a mark, if anything?
Just a minor.
Don't even get that.
Serious?
No. Doesn't get marked.
But you're hitting the curb though.
If you maintain control, if you just, I mean, I'm not talking about like clattering into it.
Right.
If you just brushed it, you don't get anything. As long as you've maintained the course you were holding. You know, the majority of the world will tell you, oh, you get a serious fight, you get this. No, you don't. As long as you're still sticking to the expected outcome and you've not adversely affected another road user, the worst you'll get is a minor. For the most part, that will not get marked. So people think it's this, it's that, it's that. And as you're coming into test, as you're well aware now, everybody wants to give you advice.
Yeah,
this is what it's about. This is what you need to do. Don't forget to do this. Don't forget. And it fills your head with all sorts of nonsense.
I've been ignoring them. I've been like, no, I'm doing fine myself.
Top job.
I mean? If I do fail my first time, it's just for experience, blah, blah, blah. I'm just telling myself this. But they do like that. With dual carriageway, I know I've only done one lesson with you on it, and that's why I wanted to go on it. Because I wanted to know what is it with blind spot, because I do know you can fail and not.
Oh yeah, if you're not taking the correct observation, and the correct observation isn't X number of mirror checks and one blind spot, it's like, do you know what's around you?
I clearly know I'm around, but it's that you have to check that, if you get me.
Can you remember exactly where it is? Because we did that, I think, on lesson 1. Or do you want me to go and stand at it again?
Yeah. It's just there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's in the back window.
Well, it's just to about where the line of your shirt is. If you point your nose down the line of your shirt, your peripheral vision will pick up where that blind spot is.
I can't see.
Tell you what, I'll go and stand at it. Let's make sure, so we know exactly where it is.
You'll be in the middle of the road.
I won't do it when there's anybody coming.
Can't see you, but I can. Oh. So it's just literally just there.
Yep. So that removes any doubt. You now know exactly where that is.
So when you are going on, it's not full and turning your head. It's generally just there.
Yeah, you're more or less putting your head at right angles, because your peripheral vision will pick up that bit back there. Because if you join, motorways, especially if you're up to 70 mile an hour as you're joining at the end of the slip road, you're doing 105 feet a second. You don't be looking that way. So does that tick all the boxes, tidy everything up?
With dual carriageway, yeah. Do that when you go.
We can't get on the one in Darrington unless they fix this road in the meantime. We can get on there, but the only place to go is motorway, so they can't take you that way.
So it'll definitely be these ones.
So it'll be this one, or they'll take you round here and come up the other side and go on that way. If they open that road, we'll get back on there. So if we're okay with that, what's next?
Just routes what they'd take me on.
All right.
Little,
little traps.
Yeah.
Go on then,
That's
off we
what
go.
I'm wanting to brush off. And when I set off, when I've put my handbrake on, or when I'm at traffic lights or whatnot, I'm starting off. Do I have to look at my routes and everything? Like my blind spots and stuff.
Well, let's say if you just rolled up to a traffic light, just keep an eye on your mirrors.
Just mirrors, not.
If there's any doubt in your mind, if you think there might be pedestrians around, just have a quick look. just before you set off, but don't let that sort of level of observation slow you down moving off, if that makes sense. So just have a quick
Like
look.
how much time can you have? Because that is a lot of time doing all this and then setting off.
They're expecting that you go when the light changes, and that we're not hanging around. But they're not, it's not like 3, 2, 1, go.
Like to find your bite and stuff, that's enough time, isn't it?
So, for example, if you were sitting your test on a Wednesday, and you were sat at those traffic lights next to Morrison's, you'd probably check for pedestrians before you pulled away. But on a Monday, you probably wouldn't.
What date? Mine's on Thursday.
Yeah, so it's not market day.
No.
Because people don't watch what they're doing. But if there's any doubt in your mind, because when you're sat there, if there are people around, you'll catch them in you. So just, if you're not sure, or if you think there might be a cyclist there,
I
just
always. I know who's about. It's just I don't know. I just kind of be like, I need to show them that I'm doing it.
You just want to dot the I's and cross the T's, which is natural. You'll find it also useful in the back of the workbook, all the criteria for the tests there.
Yeah, I've been looking at it like with
does that help or not?
Junction one. Don't get what that one is.
Which one?
Oh, what is it now?
The box junction. Is it, or the...
No, it's on the testing. It's when you're at a junction. Junction. Oh God, what is it?
It's in the pocket here. I'll get it in a minute. There we go. Here's one I made earlier. Let's go a bit.
Alright, I'll show you. That sheet thing. Where is it? Somewhere around here. Oh, I don't know what I'm on about now. Something with junctions. Junctions? What is it?
That's just where one road meets another one.
But why would you get marked for that? Approach speed. So that's when I'm turning. You know what I need to do as well when I'm turning round and stuff. Go to second to turn round, so I've got more control at car.
Okay.
Go into a roundabout, make sure I go in. I should have gone in second when I was going to that. So I've got more control to go round.
Yeah, but you didn't let that affect the way you were driving. You didn't let that impact on anybody else's safety. So that's the important stuff. So they want to say that you come up at a speed where you can manage the junction at the speed you're going at, that you're in the right gear, you take the right observations, and you let people know what you're about. You give way to pedestrians and cyclists where you need it. That's what it's about, really. The stuff that you do normally. And when you see it written down, it's something that's like, what? Wait a minute, what does that mean? It's just the stuff that you do normally. So if you have a look at the junctions, your approach speed, observations. Do you know what's around you? Turning right, you're not cutting the corner or doing a swan neck. Turning left, you're not swinging out or going over the path. And cutting corners, well, you're not going over the white lines.
No.
Compromising safety. Dead straightforward, really. The stuff you do all the time. But when you see it written like that, it's like, what? What does that mean? Like judgment. You do it all the time. You're continually judging what we're doing. But when you see it written, you think, what does that mean? When you're meeting other traffic or crossing the path of other traffic, you are doing just that. You're just judging it. You're just doing the sensible thing. Okay, so we should have a bit of a trundle about. Bit of junction work. Bit of this, bit of that. See where we're at.
Should I check then go into gear?
No. You check your blind spot just before you go. So you get ready, because your blind spot's your final check, just to make absolutely certain that there isn't anything you've missed.
And then go.
That's it.
I've got enough time.
You have. You've also done the right thing by picking your speed up quickly, which gets you out of his way.
Going slow round here, is that what they're on about with the meeting in the lines and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm not cutting corners around.
Well, they also mean cutting corners on junctions. If you're turning off this road into the side road, that you turn in on your own half of the road. You're not messing about with the speed bumps here, are they?
Yeah, I didn't go fast over that. Is that just an horrible
it's just violent. I mean, I have a bit of an issue because they only slow sensible people down. boy racers don't slow down for them.
That's why the car's knackered.
Yeah.
It's stupid when people lower the cars really low as well. You just generally can't get over them.
Yeah. I mean, it can look nice, but I think it looks nice on a proper hot rod kind of thing. It doesn't look right on a Citroen Saxo with 12 horsepower. With a big exhaust making a lot of noise and not getting anywhere. But young lads do it out of the cars because they know how much girls love it.
To think that.
Yeah.
It's generally not.
I used to think it when I was 17. I think, wow, I bet the girls will think I'm really cool. They're all just, I'm spinning my wheels and leaving a lot of tyre on the ground, and they're all just looking at me going, you plonker. So this is a road that they use because it doesn't look like a 30.
But it is because it lies.
Correct. So we didn't catch you out there, that's good.
Is that why you took me down here?
It is. That's just mean, isn't it?
That is me.
Warm for jogging.
I know. I used to do it, you know, if I'm honest.
Me and all, believe it or not.
I used to. I know, it's really
It's
bad.
just mind-numbingly boring now, I can't be bothered with it.
I like listening to music, so I don't mind going to the gym. Like, I have to go to gym with college. I'm off to do a mile run tomorrow for sport relief, and then off to the gym for an hour and a half. Then I'm off home. So I hope it's nice tomorrow.
It's supposed to be going to be. So these are ideal situations. You want these to happen on your test, so you can show them you know what you're doing. Or her.
Shall I say thank you?
Yes. If you get a situation like that, what I would say as you're doing it is just say, well, it's obvious to me that he's waiting for me, so I'm making sure it's safe and I'm going to go.
Oh yeah, because the flash now wasn't allowed, wasn't it?
Yeah, not supposedly, but that's what everybody seems to use it for.
But it was still so clearly.
Yep. So just let him know that, look, I know what I'm doing here. Next road on the left, please.
Can I say that to him? Like, I feel like I should go because he's stopped.
Absolutely.
And you can see he's not moving and whatnot.
At the roundabout, to the road on the right, please.
Oh, what's happening? Bus? It's okay. He thought the same.
So we'll head off to the right, please.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the best I could, couldn't it?
Yeah, it's good. No, we went round it. It's not an easy one to go round. So the lights are
Stopped
there.
at the line.
Yeah, oh no, got everything
I
fine.
checked, I crept forward, went round. They obviously stopped for me.
Yep.
So that would have been okay.
Absolutely fine. Next road on the left, please.
It's 20 down there, isn't
It is. But that's not an easy sign to see, is it? Because it's right on the corner. It's good. That trap that I said that you didn't fall into. Well done, you.
Well, I couldn't really miss it. It was on the
No,
floor.
you have painted it on the road. It does make life a bit, make it quite obvious, doesn't it? People still get nicked for speeding down here.
It's nice area, isn't it? I don't blame him doing it 20.
Taking more of the scenery.
Other side, however. Let's not just talk about that. Close from there, you know.
Yeah, all right. The second road on the left, this one's the first. So whereabouts right there?
In Monkhill.
So how long she lived there?
A year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Caitlin's one now.
No.
Yeah, I'm being dead to see
Well, it was.
Uh-huh.
Scary.
Oh, wow. Be here a while, Bob.
Depends if it's a freight train or the passenger one.
I saw a video on there. How far back should I be? Is this alright?
You tell me.
Well, there's the line, but I want to... Don't matter, does it?
Well, that's fine. So, video, what? That wagon?
No. Like, I don't know whether he knew it were flashing and he thought he had time, but there's like a video and he had like a 3-week-old baby and he got trapped like there.
Jeez.
Bad bite now.
I've seen one with a wagon, and he goes in, the lights are flashing, you can see clearly, and the white drives across the barrier, comes down, he stops, and I'm watching it thinking, well,
Why would
there's a
you
train
stop?
coming. The barriers are, they're just lightweight, just drive through it, or reverse back or something, and the train just comes flying in, hits him just behind the cab, and the wagon just disappears, kills the train driver, and I think there's another 3 people on the train died. The lorry driver got away scot-free.
Oh,
Scary.
my God.
People do the
horrible,
stupidest things. I mean, it's not like they're difficult to see. So it's a deliberate act. You think, it'll be alright, I'll go through. You see them where these type, where half comes down. I've seen them drive through, go around, and then get stuck. Mental. And you'd have to, what sort of hurry would you need to be in to be pulling stunts like that? That's
What
the
is it?
passenger
What's
train.
like 3 minutes
Yeah.
tops? Not much, is there? Like on my theory, you know, it were like, what do you do if barriers are up but they're still flashing or something? Oh, well, that's just obvious, isn't it? You just don't go. There's some stupid questions on.
You'd be surprised how many people do go there. Get in all sorts of trouble. I reckon that good drivers make good decisions. That's what makes a good driver. They make the right decisions based on what they can see, what they can't see. We've talked about it, haven't we? And what you might reasonably expect. You've got to take into account that the other people around you might be a bit Fruit Loopy. And you've got to take that into account. Like here.
The kids crossing and
Yeah.
stuff.
Just come out of school, might be excited, it might be their birthday, might have just got a new game to play on, they might not be paying
Big
attention.
cars as well.
Yeah. So I mean, the parents here are coming to pick their kids up from school to keep them safe, and look how they park. I mean, look at this.
That's just ridiculous. I don't know if I can get by it.
Do what you think
I
you
can.
need to do. There you go.
I don't know about this one though. Oh, come on, am I in third?
But you've done exactly the right thing by making your speed match the situation. We'll go ahead at the lights and left at the next set.
Come on, Danny.
You have to lean forward.
I know. I'm pushing it. Left, yeah?
Yes, please.
I knew they were going to change.
So this is a situation where you might keep an eye on your mirrors more than you would at a different set of travel lights, because you know people are going to be crossing the road, they might be crossing behind you. You've got the bus station opposite, so people might be in a hurry, might be running for a bus, that kind of stuff. So it's a case of just keep your eyes moving all the time. So those sort of situations like we've just come through, with the cars parked all over, you've done the right thing by taking the speed off, giving yourself time to make the right decisions.
I should have gone into second because it was uphill, but I changed it.
You did. That hasn't compromised your safety, whereas
No.
rushing into it or not positioning correctly would.
See, on my test, I feel like I should have held back more, but I knew I could get by it.
Okay.
Because that white van did, and obviously that white van's bigger.
Yep.
So, calm down it. I won't even take control. I don't know what I'm saying. Where am I going left?
To the left, yeah.
Busier. Sure, you can distract me. Apparently some do distract you though. Just try and lose your concentration.
Do you mean instructors or examiners?
Examiners?
No.
Not instructors.
Instructors, yeah. Sometimes, as an instructor, you're distracting people without realising you're doing it. And sometimes the instruction you're given can be a distraction. So you're back home or back to work today?
At home.
All right.
I haven't worked all week.
Hurrah.
It's not hurrah, I need hours. It's because I'll tell you why. I booked the weekend off because Kelsey obviously came over. She's gone now.
We'll go down the end of the road and turn the road left.
So I booked it off, and then I was on close Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I couldn't do Tuesday because I work Marines training. So I says, I can't have that. And then I texted her again saying, do you reckon you can give me a Sunday shift? And she didn't put out back to me, so I just thought, alright, I haven't got one clearly. I want to wait till if that blue car's turning in, just in case.
Good call.
Anyway, so I just assumed I wasn't working her out. And then she texted me at like 2:30, I guess you're not turning in for your shift. And I was like, yeah, but you never said I was going to work Sunday. I was on rota. I was like, I rang in sick Thursday because I was poorly. So I just worked the Wednesday. So I could have looked, but I didn't. But you don't just look at rota, do you? You know what you're on for the rest of the week. Why do you need to look again? So I was on rota, you should have known to come in and whatnot. So it's like
you're in trouble.
Well, just as I didn't know I was coming in, I didn't know I was working. You could have texted me that you were changing shifts and whatnot.
Next road on the right.
So.
Place to pull up on the left. Now the one thing you're going to find on test that'll be different.
Where on the left?
Anywhere you like.
I'm going to go further up.
Okay.
Remember we got lost in there?
Where are we? So you will find on your test you'll stop and start a lot. Much more than we do normally.
Let's go here.
And again, they're just checking to see that you're making all the right checks before you pull away. They'll get you to pull away on the level, uphill, and then probably get you to pull up behind the car and pull away from there. If he's thinking to himself or she's thinking to herself, there's a question mark over your observation, maybe they'll pull you over a couple extra times and give you another shout. They'll give you another shot at it and just say, I'll get her to pull over again and see what's happening. So they're just checking that the whole thing is about, do you fit in with the world around you? And does everything work the way that it should do? Are you safe, basically? So tell me about the driving we've just done.
Good.
Okay. Would you do anything different if you did it again?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. Do we have any other things that we need to just have a look at to tidy up, or are you happy with all of that?
I'm happy that I've covered everything.
Okay.
I've asked all my questions, what I need to ask.
Take yourself home
then.
So how long have we got now? We've got
20 days.
Not that you're counting.
No. I don't have an app or anything that's doing it for me.
Fantastic. Okay, well, we've got loads of time. It's induction next week. Time on Monday. So is Friday okay for you next week?
Yeah.
Okay. What time's best for you?
It's holidays. So I don't know if I'm working on Friday.
Oh God, I'm away. Is it bank holiday next Friday?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'll have to look at my diary then. I'll give you a message. I thought that was a week further away.
I'm wanting to. I don't know whether I should or not, but have a lesson with someone, like while you're in the car as well. But it'll be like a mock, but it's not, because our Paul says it didn't really do our Claire good.
It didn't, and I'll tell you why. It's because it introduced some doubt in her mind about one or two things, and she really got like you would, start to really overly worry about it, and start to affect other stuff. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. I'll organise for Darren to come and do the lesson, and I'll sit in the back. That'll give you the feel of what it's like to drive the car with 3 people in, because it's very different. So I'll need to get his diary and my diary aligned. I'll message you on that one, and we can do it. And then what I'd like to do, and we didn't do this with Claire, is we'll do that, but then we'll do another lesson straight after. We'll have a cup of tea and a chat about it, and then we'll have another lesson straight after, so we can deal immediately with any issues that come up. Because what happened was Claire did the mock test, and then there was, I think, 4 or 5 days before we were out again, and it messed with her head. And then of course everybody's piling in on the YouTube channel. Well, clearly
They're not so bad with mine, are they?
Well, it's because we're 2 weeks behind, aren't we? I'm deliberately not posting them up the time we do them. For that reason, because it can mess with your head. And it's the most important thing is we get your head ready for the test. So we don't want anything like that in the way. So we'll happily do a mock test, but
I
then
feel like I'll be really scared.
All right, well, that's good. Then it'll be good practice. It's a real test, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
A stranger with a clipboard, or somebody other than me.
They'll be watching me.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's a good.
I'll just go even forward and be like, no, you can't see me.
But it is strange, because, you know, I don't spend any time sat like that watching.
No.
With the examiner will. Just like, you can get a bit self-conscious of it. Is he staring at?
They're looking at and stuff.
Yeah, they'll be looking behind as well, but they'll definitely be sat here watching what you do. I mean, I do it the same, but I'm using my peripheral vision. I don't like stare, because it's... Well, I was always told it's rude to stare. So yeah, I'll set that up. We'll do the mock test, then we'll break for a cup of tea, and then you and I will go out after it and deal with any issues that come up, and then we can just tick them all off the list.
I don't really want it to be just like a week before and whatnot.
No, we'll do that on our next session then.
Yeah. Because if it's too soon, and I'll be worrying, I ain't got enough time then. Do you know what I mean?
Where are we now? What day is it now? Thursday. Right, okay. I'll go down. Yeah, leave it with me.
You better be.
It'll be fine. Because it's...
Thursday, 7th of April.
Yeah, but no, I'm just thinking, because not the weekend coming, the weekend after that, it's late nights again, isn't it?
What's that?
So it'll not get dark about 6 o'clock, so we'll go out later on as well.
When's it changing?
Not this weekend, the weekend after, I think.
So
What we need to do...
sooner?
Later.
Oh,
What we need to do is get you to the position where you think, I'm ready. Where you feel absolutely confident.
I feel like I can go out in my own car, but I don't know whether I feel like it's the test standards what are getting me. Like, I know I'm a safe driver, I know I can do it all. It's just doing them little checks what could mess me up.
I think it's also important to remember that if you do miss the odd check, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, you get 15, don't you?
You do. For example, let's say you were coming up to a junction, he says take the next road on the right, and you put the signal on, you haven't checked the mirror. That doesn't necessarily get you a mark. Not necessarily. It just depends. If there's somebody behind you and it affects them badly, yes, you'll get a mark. If there's nobody about, you don't. The only way you would get marked, and let's say for example you were approaching a junction and he says you turn right, you check this mirror, you signal right and you turn. But you don't check that mirror.
I don't check that mirror.
You do sometimes.
Sometimes when I feel I need to.
When do you need to?
Well, I don't check that mirror.
You do. You check it when there's somebody behind you. If there's nobody about, you don't.
I do actually. I just do it without knowing, but then
so
again
you wouldn't get that's not going to make you fail the test. It depends on the outcome of it. So it's all about, are you aware of what's around you? Or are you making
I
it
use
fit?
that mirror when I'm passing junction. That mirror. Why do I use that mirror?
You get changed in direction. Because you don't think about it, that's the thing. But it isn't all about, you must check that one, then that one. It's not about that. It's, do you know what's behind you? At all times. And I would sort of hazard a guess and
I
say you
always do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to know. Yeah.
The only thing I would observe, if you want my opinion,
Yeah.
just take it steady. Just take a bit more time over everything. You've got loads of time. You don't drive like a learner driver anymore.
Don't
No, you're very confident, which is great. So we've got the room there just to think, let's just take a little bit of room.
I don't want to go to the 5th gear.
Okay.
I don't want to go there.
So it's just a case of allowing yourself the time that you need. You've got everything you need. Everything. Just give yourself the time to do it. So yeah, I'll set up a mock test for next time with me sat in the back. And then we'll see where we go from there. And then we'll fit in the time that next week's induction, so that makes it a bit odd, but the week after isn't. So we'll just go out as and when, whenever you want, really. Onwards.
Okie dokie. It's gonna be straight, this, isn't it?
It is.
I used more gas on that, didn't I?
Well, yes and no.
Didn't I? Oops.
You found the bike without any gas on,
Yeah.
and then put the gas on and then moved the car. The next time you're out with somebody who already drives, see if you can get them to do that there. I bet they can.
My sister Marie, she never uses her handbrake, ever.
So that's nice, because he should wait, but you just held back just a half a second there to be sure.
Sure if you want.
That's what they're looking for. The likes of this, flashing yellow lights. What are you doing about it? Are you taking it into account? Or straight away you've gone to your mirrors to see what's behind you. So he knows you've seen it. I can then feel you easing off because of the lollipop lady. So you're acting on what you see.
And the speed.
That's by far the most important thing. What a lovely afternoon.
It's really nice. I might have a pint when I get in.
A party?
A pint?
A pint? I think you said have a party.
A party. It's Thursday. St. Patrick's Day though.
Oh yeah. Have a pint of Guinness then.
Kelsey's having a party in Liverpool. They all go from Ireland.
Loads of Irish in Liverpool, isn't there?
Yeah, I know. She'll have to get drunk tonight.
Oh yeah, it's the law.
The law to...
It is, it's St. Patrick's Day. It's the law that you drink Guinness and get drunk. It's like if you're in an airport, you have to have beers. It's the law.
When you're on a plane to Maga.
Absolutely, yeah. No matter what time of day it is, you have to have beers at the airport.
Should I signal here?
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It's there right away.
Correct.
But they're turning left and this as well, hopefully.
Cool. And again, you haven't trusted necessarily what your eyes told you. You've waited to make sure that both of those cars were turning. That's also important.
Yeah, that's what, because they could just put it on and then change. What was they doing?
What do you reckon was happening there?
I don't know, I don't know, if I'm honest.
I'm going to say he was on his phone.
Oops.
Cool.
God damn it. It's like that, isn't it? You have to go in neutral.
Correct. Well done. So the stall doesn't matter. What matters is what you do about it.
But he waited, didn't he? So
It did.
I'd have got, what would I got on that? A serious?
No.
Just a minor?
Yeah. You've sorted it out. You haven't affected anybody's safety.
He's gonna bloody overtake him, wasn't he?
Just thinking about it.
He still is. No, I'm not too much looking behind me then.
I mean, the roads are dangerous these days because people are not paying attention to what they're doing. Is he texting or doing whatever?
That was silly, that wasn't it? Is there enough room?
Yeah.
Is there?
So I mean, he's on an open road, nobody about, and somebody swerves over to the side. It's just like crazy. Crazy.
What am I doing, Danny? I knew what I was doing. I need to stop listening to people. That's what I was doing then. Trying to change gear when I knew I could have stayed in third.
I think second's probably the right gear to use there, but it's...
Well, I don't know how to do it.
I think the thing is, if you need to have the car set up before the bend or before the junction. It doesn't really matter, you know, what it is that you're going to do when you get there, but you need it sorted before you get there. Does that make sense? So you've decided what you're going to do. Well, I think there we got kind of caught in between. Should I, shouldn't I?
I know, I was like, I didn't know whether I should or not. Well, I'm practicing. Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's a big one, wasn't it?
What was it?
It's a butterfly.
One.
It was a big one.
I feel like it's on my close. Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm not laughing, honest.
Yeah, you are.
Alright, maybe a little bit.
It's not funny.
It was big though.
No, 1.5. That was scary. I don't know where I am. Maybe 8 won't. That's fine.
Just about in the middle. So yes, I think the key thing is that, you know, you've planned things and you've got it in your mind. It's very easy to let, and these are the things that happen, you know, like after Claire had a mock test and then everybody was chiming in with advice, everybody in the YouTube channel and stuff, and it was just like, you should think about this, don't do that, do this, do this, do this. And then as you're coming up with these situations, you've got all these voices running in your head, and the voice that you don't listen to is the one that's your own, and you know what to do. You forget that one.
I messed up at end though.
That's alright.
But
Nobody died.
no.
And again, we can use it as a learning experience. You can think, alright, well, what caused that then?
It's because I was going too fast down and stopping like that, it's jerking in it. Oh, I don't know what I did. I don't know. It's okay.
We'll investigate that next time. Some lovely stuff today. Again, it's all on course. We'll do this mock test thing, see what that throws up, if anything. Get used to 3 people being in the car. Then we'll have a debrief, cup of tea, and then we'll just go out and work on anything that comes up. And then it's really a case of saying, right, okay, this is how many days we've got left. Here's how many sessions we'll put in. Here's what we're going to work on. Then we're good to go.
Smash it out.
Smash it out. Yeah, absolutely, that'll do.
It's so warm.
It's lovely in there. I can't believe it.
It's not in a car.
Compared to this morning, it was foggy this morning.
I know, it's terrible this morning.
And look at it now, blue skies and sunshine. You could be anywhere. Could be in Spain. Except they haven't got Chesterfield in Spain.